it better to the fullest. This time, to my fans that is in the entire world, it's a blessing to have you all. We are, that is still in the transfer news. Ladies and gentlemen, news coming in from Tottenham Hotspurs is that Tottenham are closing up, that is on the signature of Brentford coach, that is Thomas Frank. Remember, Thomas Frank, currently 51 years of age, is a Danish, that is from Denmark, has spent almost 7 seasons with Brentford Football Club, having had Brentford way back, that is in the Championship, brought it, that is into the Premier League, and even up to date is still with Brentford Football Club. Has gotten numerous players that have made headlines, has made big names, that is in Brentford Football Club, the likes of David Laya, who are currently the #1 goalkeeper at Arsenal Football Club, was bought from Brentford Football Club. And the likes of John Wissa, the likes of Brian Imbueno have been with the club since 2010 until their desire to be signed by Manchester United right now. The previous season, he made Brentford Football Club perform to its best, finishing that is into the top teams. Because of that, Tottenham Football Club, after sacking their head coach, that is Ange Postecoglou, the Australian, 59 years of age, 2 weeks after winning, that is the Europa League, after 17 years in a trophy bout, they sacked him after having the poorest spell that is in Tottenham's history ever since the formation of the Premier League way back, that was in the 1992 to 1993 season. He was sacked because of poor performance. That is the Tottenham headman, that is Daniel Levy, so that could not continue with Ange Postecoglou. Reason being, the performance had showcased in the league had never existed before, despite of him guiding the team, that is to fifth position. That was the previous season. This season, things did not go on well. Previously, more so, that is in the Premier League. However, I would say that is on continental football. He helped the club win, that is their first trophy in 17 years. Remember, Tottenham had last won a trophy way back, that was in 2008, edging Chelsea, that was in the Carabao Cup. At this time, the news coming in from Tottenham Football Club, as I told you before, my fans and followers that is in the entire world, is that Tottenham are closing up, that is on the signature of Thomas Frank, a Danish coach, 51 years of age, has proven it all, that is at Tottenham, at Brentford, having gotten numerous big results up against the top teams, the likes of Manchester United, the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Chelsea, the likes of Liverpool, the likes of Newcastle. So he's no doubt that he's now a top class manager, having gotten so much success, that is at Brentford Football Club. And the news coming in is that Tottenham will be paying up, that is the 10 million release fee, that is from Brentford. That's the amount of money they need, that is for Thomas Frank. Reason being that he still has 2 years left on his contract, and his contract expires, that is in 2027. So the fans of Tottenham Football Club, I think this is good news for you. Reason being, you will be getting a coach who has so far tested, that is the Premier League, having had 5 solid seasons, that is in the Premier League, when is the head coach of that is Brentford. So with so doing, we hope his experience and time in England and the Premier League gives him a standout to stand up against the other opposers for this top job. Remember, before this, Tottenham had contacted several coaches, even fellow coach or former coach, that is Mauricio Pochettino, currently the head coach of the USA national team, coaches like that is Marco Silva, the coach of that is Fulham Football Club, also were contacted. Several coaches have been contacted upon this big job, that is at the Tottenham Stadium. However, most of them have been dropped, and now the leading front runner is nobody other than the big man himself, that is Thomas Frank. To me, as a sports analyst, I think Thomas Frank is one of the top coaches that I have no doubt upon. Reason being, has made several players to emerge into elite players, the likes of David Laya. We knew David Laya during his times at Brentford, and ever since he was brought, that is at Arsenal, again he had to step up, that is his game, winning, that is 2 Golden Gloves for the best goalkeeper, that is in the league, having the biggest saves, previous in his first season at Arsenal, and even this season when they shared it all. And the likes of Brian Mbeumo, we are nobody, or nobody knew about them until that is Thomas Frank gave them opportunity to work with him. And ever since his time with them, these boys have evolved into top players, into top class players. Even right now, Manchester United is in need for the next signature of Brian Mbeumo. Nobody knew about that is John Wissa, the Congolese forward, signed from the French side. Up to now, ever since his signature under Thomas Frank, I think things are moving on positively. So the fans of football, I think this is a good idea for Tottenham. However, Tottenham has tested several coaches also through the Premier League. I remember the likes of Nuno Espirito Santo, previously signed from Wolverhampton. When he came, that is at Tottenham Stadium, things did not go on positively. Even several other players have been called upon, that is at Tottenham, but the only successful coach at Tottenham Football Club we remember most is Mauricio Pochettino. After that is Harry Redknapp hanging up his coaching experience, he gave it, that is Mauricio Pochettino, who spent 5 years that is at Tottenham Football Club, emerging the team to the 2019 UEFA Champions League final when they were beaten, that was by Liverpool 2-0, and even sending them to their best finish, that is in Premier League history, that was in the second position. So Mauricio Pochettino has gotten the best stats at Tottenham Football Club. However, let us see if at all chance is being given to the Danish maestro, that is Thomas Frank, maybe can improve. On my side, it's a good willing and a good idea for Daniel Levy to go ahead and sign, that is Thomas Frank. Reason being is one of the most proved coaches that I've seen evolve and even turning into top manager, bringing a team from the Championship, putting it into the Premier League, and even a team becoming a constant threat to some of the top teams. I think it's a good development, more so to this big man. So the fans of Premier League, the fans of football, and even the entire sports fraternity that is in the entire world, to I and my followers, my viewers that is in the entire world, blessing all, I think this man will be a good